Good morning, boys and girls, and I wanted to share this brief math lesson with you and talk about one of the tools that you have at your disposal. So, if you have an iPad from the school, you'll notice there's a number rack app right on your iPad. If you don't, you can use this by clicking the link I share with you. So, you can either use the app, but you don't need to download the app. You can just click the link and you'll come right here and use this online. So this is a number rack, and the kids should be familiar with this. We use this in the classroom, and now you can use it digitally. And I'll show you quickly how it works. You can click on the ball and move it over one at a time. Or if you want, you can click whichever one you would like and move them all over. And we know a couple things about our number rack. First off, how many balls are there total? There's 10 on top, 10 on the bottom. So there are 20 balls total on our number rack. And you'll notice that 5 are white, 5 are red on each row. So that will help us if we don't want to have to count one at a time, because we know we can count 5, 10. I know our class can count by fives. 15. Mr. K, get your big head out of the way. 20. So that's helpful if my big head is out of the way. And you can also count one by one. So if you want, use this tool to do your math sheets. For today, you'll be doing a Khan Academy, and there's a short video, and then there's some word problems. I'm not going to review word problems. Hopefully the video can help, but if you're having any trouble, let me know, and I'll come up with like a little word problem lesson if that video is not good enough for you. But I think Khan Academy is pretty good. So watch the video, see how many you can solve. If you're struggling with something, let me know. And then you have this home connections sheet. And I'll just go over it really briefly. It wants you to circle the two numbers that make a total of 10 or come as close as possible. So one of these does not have the answer 10. So they try to trick you on one, just one. All the other ones, you can find two numbers that make a 10. So if you want to use our number rack, I would suggest, let's look at A. We have 3 numbers here. We have to find the 2 that make a 10. So I would always start with the biggest number. So in our A, we see 3, 4, and 7. Which one's the biggest? 7. So let's go to our number rack and let's push 7 dots over. And I know it's 7 because I'm going to go 5, 6, 7. Now I can solve by figuring out how many more to make a 10. So I pushed over 7, and now let's count, because we know there are 10 balls on the first rack. How many more do I need for a 10? 1, 2, 3. So on our home connections, you would circle 7, and you would circle 3, because 7 and 4 do not make a 10. And then you would just write your equation. So 10 should be in every one of these lines unless it doesn't equal 10. There's only one that you can't find two numbers that equal 10. In that case, you do the closest to 10. So I won't give away the answer, but you should be able to use your number rack to make a 10, just like I showed you. Start with the biggest number and then count how many left to make the 10. Now, you will see at the bottom of our home connections page, they want you to make a 20. So for this, you can go back to our number rack and push over 10 to start, because look, all of these have at least one number in the teens, which means you know your place value. It's 110 and then some more ones. So let's push over 10 and then find our biggest number. Let's look at A. What's our biggest number? 17, 3, or 12? 17! You're right. 17's our biggest number. So let's go to our number rack and make a 17. Well, I already have 10, so how many more do I need? 7! Okay, I can push 7 over because I know it's a 5, 6, 7. So now I have 17 pushed over, and we know that there are 20 balls in all. So how many left to make a 20? 1, 2, 3. Now let's go to our home connections page, circle the 17, and then circle the 3. do that, and you can make a 20 with each one of these. So you should have 20 exactly, if I'm reading it correctly, with each one of these problems. If you want, you can use your number rack by clicking on the app or just clicking on the link that I show you. Play around with it. The students should be familiar with it. We used it in the classroom, and have fun making 10s and 20s. Thanks for watching. Your big favorite video, Mr. K.